está grabando. Enrique, please start.
Okay.
Me va a grabar ya, lo voy a ir acá.
Well, according to the points that we have checked here in the book, I think the most important and the first one will be explain the purpose of the meeting clearly. Because if you don't know what you're coming to, what you're coming to talk to, you have really no idea, and it's kind of difficult to start an argument when you're recently given a topic. So it will be best if you're communicating that there's going to be a meeting in advance. For example, by telephone or by email 24 hours earlier, so that you can start thinking about all the variables that are going to be possible to discuss in that meeting.
Yo estoy de acuerdo con eso.
For example, talking about encouraging ideas, it doesn't matter how unusual they may be. I think it's important because maybe you don't know when there's an idea that can be good, or maybe you are going to discard it. But you have to hear every one of them because you have to give the chance to everyone to participate in the meeting and contribute with their idea.
Yes, but when you give a speech, you have to clear and easy to understand, and the audience has to be being a good listener, and that is not the main point, because it's not necessary to emphasize or focus in this point, because it's more important use a fluency in language, and use extrovert body language and common phrases or common words, but that is a tool that the audience understand that you want to say.
I am not agree with your idea, because sometimes you have to limit the time and you have to be clearly in what you want to say, and the other members want to know.
Another point is very important is don't interrupt when people are offering suggestions, because it's very important to the people when talk, all the audience listen, and they took clear to the idea or suggestion that the people talk.
To support Carla, I think that it make sure everyone keeps to the point, because it is important that all the audience understand what are you saying. So it's important keeps to the point and understand the people that are talking.
What about criticism or using ideas during the session? I don't agree with that, because you have to be a good listener and give the opportunity to receive a suggestion, or maybe a question about missing understanding about or digress the topic, the main point. For example, you give the opportunity to listen and explain the reason to interrupt for the speech, for example.
I agree with Gabriela, but I think that since we're in a meeting and we're talking about a specific topic, sometimes when ideas come out, we need to evaluate them. So it's not like we're going to avoid criticizing or judging an idea. We have to do it. We have to analyze. We have to evaluate every idea to see if that idea is what is going to make us succeed. So I do not agree with that point. I think that we should criticize and we should judge, but always on a respect framework. Because if we start attacking someone because his ideas or her ideas are not good enough, then it will be disrespectful. But if you start judging and having good arguments to criticize that kind of idea, then I think it will be better for the meeting. It will be to grow and to come to a common end.
Okay, I think we can finish.